Hi everyone, Moonglow here to make, I guess, a earnest film. Something that if you're making films from Rainbow Land, no one's going to take it earnest or not. So, a lot of folks are worried or frightened about Euro ID or self name. Now, some folks believe that you'll have to put some kind of thing down with your login. Other folks seem to believe that if you don't have one, you have to get one. And how does one get one? Now, Euro has what's called a fairway ID, and I don't know if that is what folks are talking about. So, anyway, most likely not what folks are talking about. So, as you know, there are still kids and betweeners who get on the interweb or lie about how old they are so they can go watch things on Euro. And there are some keepers and bearers out there who don't keep a watchful eye on what their children are doing when they are on the interwebs, you know. And then some folks, shame and guilt and scathe the websites as if the website should know who's watching what at what time and how old someone is. So since all this happened, Euro came up with a for kids, not for kids setting, which you would think would be helpful. And yes, it kind of does. But at the same time, it still wasn't enough because even though since there was Euro Kids, there was a lot of things that were not kin friendly showing up on that arm. How? I don't know. And since there are kids and even betweeners who do lie about how old they are to watch things that they know they shouldn't be watching or not old enough to handled old enough to handle watching, and some bearers and keepers don't want to watch what their children are doing either because they just don't want to or they're too busy or whatever the forgiveness is. Euro comes up with a new tool. Now this tool, I guess, would be a fake mind that would go on one sphereway first, would look at what films shorts, live streams, and podcasts as someone made, what those films were about, also what their watch yesteryear was, but also would go to see what the login, would go to see and would also see what month, date, and year, and to also see how long that fairway's been around, and also to see if the month, date, and year matches up with how old someone would be. And some folks are worried that the tool might just make a mistake and say, well, someone's a kid or a betweener when they're grown up, and that someone's a grown up when they're a kid or a betweener. Yes, it could happen, sadly. And sadly, anything that anyone makes can be mistaken for being made for someone else, even when they're mostly grown-ups watching it. Like these films. Mostly grown-ups watch these films, but that doesn't mean the Euro tool will see it that way. They could go on Rainbow Bright for life, look at every film and live stream and upload every live stream, short, and film that's been uploaded since the first month. They could look at the watch yesteryear, but the tool could also go read the month, date, and year when the fairway was opened, and could also make a guess on that and say, oh, well, it's a grown up, or could say that it's a kid or a betweener, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to fight them. I'm not going to say, hey, you're wrong. Look, I got a name sheet that says I was born like 41 years ago. Like, how does one even send that to them? Do you make a likeness of your web shooter? I don't know how that shit works. I don't really have a handle on how to do that shit. And there are folks in this world that they don't know how to run scanner tools or whatever on their far wide speakers. So it's about the same thing. Whatever. I'll take whatever rank they want to have me as. So I'm not really that worried about it, you know. I mean, I'll still be on here, even if somehow by mistake they say I think I'm someone else, you know. But then also keep in mind that all those fairways that we made, they have all the same things were put in to make them. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not so worried about that, you know. But some folks are frightened. Some folks are worried about it. There are business friends and business helpers who think, oh, this is going to handicap me when it comes to my getting my films gelded. How can you trust a fake mind tool to get it right when it makes bad calls? Yeah, there are a fake mind tool that Euro has made over the years, I guess, that kind of helps them with double ownership and double right. Also kind of helps them with what films, uploads, live streams, and podcasts are following followership oversights and what are not. But it does make a lot of mistakes that some man or woman has to oversee and make the last call on. So no, I'm not worried about it. You know, I've been in good standing with followership oversight, ownership double right for a long time. And you don't lose your right to be on a website unless you did something wrong. So yeah, we'll still be here on the third between, still making our films. And if the tool says that makes a mistake, well, oh well, then it is what it is, you know. Do we have to start cursing in our films and doing shit so the tool will say, oh yeah, you're a grown up, sorry. Well, I don't know. Anyway, that's all my time. Hope y'all like this film, and I'll see you all later.